Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, let's get ready while I talk to you about the generation of people who used to perform self-harm to express love or grief. Yeah, we will be talking about this. So without any further ado, maybe let's get into it. First, let's clean our face. For that, I'm going to be using these wipes. So where did I even get this thought from? To be honest, when I was in class 7, there were a few girls of class 8, basically 8th graders, who were in the same March Past group as me. I hope you know what a March Past is. So, yeah. And during the break, like everyone stopped and everyone was just relaxing. I heard them talk. And they were comparing how many more cuts they have or who has the most number of cuts on their hands. Well, I was terrified, and all I could ask was, how did you do it? And their simple reply was, you won't understand, you're just a kid. They were in the 8th grade, I was in 7th, so I didn't really think it was okay for me to say anything any further, because maybe really something new will happen in 8th grade that will make me think, oh my god, let me end my own life, or maybe at least give myself marks to remember this misery. I really thought of it that way, but this thing really kept revolving around my mind, that what was it like, what was the grief that would make them cut their own wrist? Because I did eventually go to class 8 and class 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, but never was I ever faced with a grief that made me think, oh, let me slice my hand. No, never. And it wasn't even as if they were like lost after it, and those people never made any move in their life. That wasn't even the last relationship they were in. All I wanted to tell them was, harmful behaviors doesn't really erase the memory. Yeah, I am younger than you, but at least I understand that harming myself won't do any better in the situation. So, irrespective of whatever was going on in my life ever, there is absolutely no point in harming yourself, because it doesn't really help. It's just going to hurt more. Now you're both physically and mentally suffering and in pain. So the next is moisturizer. I was a 7th grader, but all I could think of was that our body isn't the perfect place to express your grief, agony, or sadness. I mean, you will get over the grief, but the marks will remain and will always remind you of the huge miseries you once were going through, which wasn't even that big of an issue, but you thought it was. And if you really want to keep it as a memory that, yeah, you had such a harsh past, just write a diary. Write a diary. I know that people will be like, it's not that easy. It's not helping you either. If you keep those things on your hand, if you keep on seeing the cuts, you will be reminded that you were in such a misery and it was not working out, and oh my god. And how do you think it even helps? Is if the relationship you're in didn't work out, cutting your wrist or cutting your hand will do nothing different. The person you are doing it for doesn't really care. So it doesn't make a difference to your situation, doesn't do good, doesn't do bad. Oh no, it does do the bad. Not always necessary to prefer self-harm to get over some kind of misery that you are going through. People really go through a lot, yeah, and I will be the one telling you that again, that people there out there are going through more than you, and maybe what seems a lot to you is nothing to them. No problem is big enough to perform self-harm. Next is this sunscreen. If you really wish to show how passionate you are for them, how much love you have for them, well, try writing letters. People have forgotten this form of love, and instead, it seems like self harm now became the trend. I get it. I'm probably here and I am able to tell this to you all because my support system was really good. And support system here does really matter. So, maybe for me, yes, I got really good friends and really good family that I could talk to. But maybe at least you can talk to the people who you think are close to you and will not betray you. I'd like to say that time heals everything. It does. You may take a long time to recover. So, as I'm not going out anywhere, I'm going to use just this stint. Try self love. I know if you're really sad, this is not something you would like to hear. That do self love. Like, my life is a misery. You want me to wash my face? That doesn't work. Maybe try writing a diary. That's a form of self love too. And when you do write a diary, you will get to know how light it feels. It's like you're talking to someone who is actually listening to you, and maybe you could find yourself again. Lastly, I would like to say it's okay to feel. It's really okay to feel. If you do feel like feeling low today, I do not feel like I will go out. Just don't. You can stay at home, take some days off, stay away from socials, be far away from people, and come back stronger. It's To conclude this, I'd like to say that we need to really break the stigma. It's okay to feel low a few days, and it's okay to not have the energy at your peak every day. You are a human, you will need some break, and if you do need a break, go for it. And let's be kind to oneself. The only thing that I understand or we understand from this is that people were really serious about things back then. I mean, no one, no one today is performing self harm. No one out there is doing the same. People here have bigger issues, bigger solutions, and better ways to figure out. Maybe it was not that popular during the time eighth graders were facing it all, but now it is. It's never too late to ask for help. Maybe go for it. It will help, and maybe you could find a lot more things about you. You might get to know a lot more about you, which you'd never really care to think of. I'm gonna end today's look with this hyphen lip balm. These experiences are what you will look back at and think, oh my god, that thing, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be this emotionally strong. You might think I'm a kid and I shouldn't be saying all this, but you will get to see it when you grow up. How important things were for you to learn them right when they happen. And with that, we are ready to go absolutely nowhere. You know what? Self love. You need to get ready sometimes. Get out of that bed and you know what? Dress up. For who? For yourself. That's all. Goodbye.